Hello there, my name's Sophie and today I'm going to show you how to catch moles. I'm here in West Yorkshire hoping that it's not going to start raining, and I've come across a nice fresh new molehill. So first of all I'm going to take you through all the things that I'm going to use to set my mole traps. There's not much that you need really. I'm on this farm and so far I have managed to catch 14 moles, and I've still got a lot more to catch, including this one. So they do make a real mess, and obviously with these molehills, especially if it's in gardens, but luckily these are just in the fields. I do struggle a little bit in these fields because there are sheep and they do tend to walk on the traps and then set them off. Okay. So, I'll talk you through all the things that I've got. So first of all, I've got a small shovel. So the smaller the better really. And then I've got my probe. So I will use this. I'm going to use this to find the mole tunnels underneath the ground. And then I also have my trap. So this is a basic scissor trap. Now these are quite cheap to get. They're about £3.50 if I remember correctly. Got a crazy dog with me. This is my friend Kip. Very excited. So they're about £3.50. They're the cheapest ones that you can buy, but they're also the most effective, I think. Okay, so what happens is you set it up and then the mole will come along and it won't go through the circle, it will go underneath. And as it goes underneath, it will push the circle up and the trap will go off and trap the mole. Okay, so I found this fresh new molehill. And to start with, I can tell it's fresh because it's drier soil on the top. This is an older one here, and when they're a little bit older you start to see grass growing out of them. So that's an old one, and this is definitely a new one. Okay, so I'm going to get my probe and I'm just going to prod around the outside of the molehill to see if I can feel any tunnels. Now it's quite difficult here because there are a lot of rocks around here. Lots of rocks. Okay. So I think this one is going to be a little bit more difficult to find, but I think I've found one here. That's one there. So I need to find out whereabouts it's going. Whether it's going this direction, this direction, this direction, so I can set my trap properly. Okay, so there seems to be one going around the outside of the trap. But this is very difficult because all these stones in the way, and they may have buried underneath the stones. So there is one here, so I think I'm going to dig this bit up here and see what we've got. And the sun is making an appearance for us. So, I think it's running this way, so I'm going to dig a small hole, trying to make the hole no bigger than the size of the trap. Generally, if you can pull the soil out, ground out easily, then it's because suggesting that there is a tunnel underneath. I have found a tunnel and it's coming from here and it's going out that way. So I'm going to expand this bit a little bit more if I can. Very difficult with these rocks, but there's definitely one there. And this one actually goes along here, goes this way and this way. So we've actually found a bit of a T-junction. You need to try and make sure that the tunnels are new and they're not old. And when you've done this a couple of times, you will eventually begin to know what an old tunnel is and what a new tunnel is. These tunnels seem quite fresh, they're quite big and round. And they're not caved in, which is good. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is actually bring the camera in closer so you can see how to set the trap properly.